you so much for clicking on my video today. I really do appreciate it. This is Simple Beauty with Tasha, where we love all things beauty. Today we put this look together. Very easy, very simple, very doable. If you're new to makeup, you can do this. My channel is all about beauty that is not complicated. It's very, very beginner friendly, and I would love it if you would go ahead and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of these really gorgeous looks that we put together. So you know I don't want to hold you up. Let's go ahead and get to the video. Hey y'all, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for clicking on my video today. Today is Tuesday, and that means Simple Beauty Scented. We're gonna start out with the Fenty Beauty moisturizer to put under our makeup. So yes, today is a Tuesday. We always talk about fragrance on Tuesdays at the very end of the video. So I really hope you stick around to see what fragrance we talk about today. So now that we've got the face nice and moisturized and plump, we're going to go in with the Super Goop Mineral Matte Screen. Let me go ahead, I'm almost out of this. So I'll need to grab one of my backups really soon because I can hardly get anything out of here, honestly. We will go ahead and get this all rubbed in. So now it's just time to prep the lids for eyeshadow application. Today we're going to do a very simple beginner friendly look, you know, like all of my looks. If you're new here, I stand by easy beginner friendly makeup. I actually have no problem with chiseling the nose and what else do people do? I don't know. Using 2 or 3 different concealer shades under the eyes. All the extra things that some people do, I have no problem with that. You know, they're your eyes, it's your face, you do with it what you choose. However, it's not necessary. Complicated makeup application is 100% not necessary, and my channel is all about that. Today we're going in, okay, this is an old palette. This is the Biba Natasha Denona Biba palette. An old palette, y'all, but it's a brown palette. You've got a brown palette in your collection. I'm just so sure about it. You do. So you can achieve the look that I'm about to do or a look very similar to it with your brown palette. The only thing that I'm going to do different is add a little pink on my lid, and I'm going to go in with this palette for that. This is the Pat McGrath Gilded Nirvana Mega Eyeshadow Palette. And on my lid today, I'm going to use these 2 shades right here. I'm going to use these 2 on my lid, and for the crease and the outer V, I'm going to use this Natasha Denona Biba palette. So another thing about me is that I don't mind using 2 palettes to achieve a look that I want. This is the Sephora number 19 brush, and we are going to place this shade called Prairie right here in my crease. I'm going to stop this shade right here on both eyes and just go ahead and apply it. The shade that I'm using right now is called Prairie, and it's this shade right here. I will do the same thing on the other side. That's it. So easy, so simple. All I did was use my brush to make circular motions to apply that shade. Stopped it about right here on both sides. That's all I did. The next shade that I want to try is this one, and it's called Seed. This is the one I want to try in my outer V, and also kind of carry it up a little bit to about here in my crease. So let's see how that goes. I'm going to start it right out here. Twirl, 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 and then drag that shade on over to meet up with the first shade that I laid down, which was called Prairie. And so I would like for this shade to be a little deep, yeah, like that, deep over here So I'm going to grab that shade and just kind of dab it to get as much pigment as I can, and then blend to make sure that there are no harsh lines. Just like that. That's so easy. You can do that. You're watching me do it in real time, and I'm not doing anything, you know, crazy. I'm just laying down that shadow and just placing it exactly where I want it to go using twirling motions. That's it. I'll go ahead and dab the pigment right there to make sure it's as deep as I want it to be, and then just kind of blend those two shades together. Perfection. I love it. For whatever reason, Ulta Beauty decided to discontinue this brush. It's called a buffing concealer. The reason I love it is it's a shader brush, so it's a pinched brush, but it's so fluffy. I love how fluffy it is. Most shader brushes are not fluffy like that, you know? But this one is, and I love that. So let's go ahead and start with this shade right here. Now this shade is a little flaky. So if you own this palette, you would have to be, you know, careful. I'm actually gonna tap a little bit off. I'm just placing this shade right in the middle of my lid. Just like that. We've got that shadow laid down, and now I'm going to go in with this really bright pink shade, and to get right in the corner, I'll use my finger. So easy. That's the eye look. So now we're going to take some concealer and clean everything up so we can really see how this eye look is going to turn out. We're using the Fenty Beauty concealer, and it's in the shade 410. All right, so let's go ahead and let that concealer just dry down a little bit. Next, we're going to go in with the brows. We'll use the Precisely My Brow pencil. It's in the shade 4.5. We are going to just fill in the brows a little bit. I did not use any brow gel today. I use it most of the time, but not every time. We'll just fill them in today. So in my video that I posted Sunday, I talked about how I had been sick. And the fact that I was sick, well, it was Vlogmas kind of, you know, took over my life a little bit. And then at the end of Vlogmas, I ended up getting sick. And because of those two things, I really did not get the opportunity to plan out my videos for the month. So for that reason, I'm kind of flying by the seat of my pants right now. But starting next week, things should be back, you know, on track and more organized, if you will. But girl, yeah, I was so sick. It was disgusting. It was really disgusting. I mean, I'm so thankful that I had people here to take care of me, because girl, I don't know how my husband even looked at all that. I don't even know how he dealt with all that. Girl, it was gross. It was really nasty. It was really bad. So I'm not sure. I guess he has a strong stomach, but I'm thankful he was there, because I don't know what I would have done had I just, you know, been by myself or something like that, because it was out of control. Like, it was really bad. It was stomach stuff, you know. It was real bad. Thank goodness though, you know, I went to the emergency room. They hooked me up, but it still took days for me to get back to normal. You know, it took some time. I couldn't eat, you know, regularly. It was a lot. I couldn't sleep that well. It was just, girl, it was crazy. I'm happy to be feeling, you know, better and like my old self now. But it's just that my channel suffered because I just couldn't plan and do the things that I wanted to do. So I plan on hopefully doing everything that I, you know, have intended to do tomorrow. I don't know, because I have so many other things to do too. I don't know. But we'll see, girl. It'll get on track at some point this month. You know, it'll get on track some point. I just can't worry myself to death about it. I just can't, because there's nothing that I can do about it. I did not know I would get sick like that. So, you know, what do? You don't know these things are going to happen. So you just have to deal with it the best that you can. And you just have to come to terms with the fact that not everything that you planned or had in line to do will get done at the time that you wanted it to get done. You know, our plan and God's plan, I have to be okay with it. It bothers me. I'm not gonna lie, it does bother me, because I wanted certain things to be in place by now, and they're just not. They're just not. So this is the One Size powder, and the shade is Marigold. And we're gonna apply that with the Sigma F08 brush. And then applying to set that concealer down. So the eye look, fire. Fire. So cute. I love that brighter pink in the inner corner like that. So pretty. Sunday we used the Makeup Forever Pressed Powder Foundation in the shade 4N67. And I want to go ahead and use that again today. Just load up that brush. This is the Sephora number 80. And then get the face all evened out. So yeah, if you're new here, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so thrilled that you're here. I really am. But just know, I'm trying to get back in my groove after being sick. I just wanted to get some videos out this week because I am behind. Feeling much better, feeling like myself, but just gotta get back into the groove, you know? So I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you all hanging out with me today. I appreciate you supporting me. I really do. So I know that sometimes, you know, my channel might go up and down a little bit like right now. But, you know, you being here and sticking with me, I really do appreciate it. Let's go ahead and use the Juvia's Place blush in Pink Passion. Oh, wait, girl, bronzer. What am I thinking about? Hold on, wait a minute. Let's get the bronzer out. Normally, I would use my favorite bronzer, which is the Too Faced, yeah, girl, the Too Faced cream bronzer in the shade Chocolate Mocha. I love this stuff. It is so good. The shade is so good. I love it because it's a true brown, like a brown. There's no gray in it. It's not too dark. It's, you know, there's no red in it. It's just so good. But I found this Juvia's Place blush bronzer in the shade Cocoa. And if you watched Sunday's video, if you haven't, go back and watch Sunday's video, because I did Juvia's Place bronzer on one side, and then I did the Too Faced bronzer on the other side. And yeah, it was a good one. It was a good, you know, look at both of them. But today we're going to use Cocoa. I really love this shade too. It's really pretty. I don't know why today I'm seeing just a little bit of red, just a pinch, but I really love it. I still prefer my Too Faced bronzer, but if you want like one that's similar to that, this is a good choice. Now I always love to go back. I like to always go back and get those harsh lines. So now let's go in with the Juvia's Place blush. We're going to use the shade Pink Passion today. And that's what that looks like. Let's go ahead and grab this brush. This is a Morphe M204. And that's how that pigment looks on the brush. Ooh, girl, that's a lot. Hold on. I'm not gonna dip back into the pan because this is enough for both cheeks if you ask me. That's a lot of pigment, but we love it. So I'm just dragging that shade down to the apples of my cheeks. Yes, so cute. That's really cute. So I ended up getting this mascara for free. This is the Smashbox Super Fan Fanned Out Mascara. I don't like the brush on this, I think. Yeah, it's one of those, what is that, like silicone or plastic or something? I'm normally not a fan of mascaras with this type of wand. So let's give it a try and just see what we think. I can tell you right now it's not prickling my skin. So that's good. It's not painful. It's not scratchy. It's not like sticking me or anything. I really don't see that it's making much of a difference though. With my lashes are so short. So I need help. You know what I'm saying? I need a mascara that is going to really help my lashes out. It's not doing anything. So let's go ahead and try the Fenty Beauty mascara and see what we can get. I'm getting close to overheating. It'll probably be in the next couple of minutes. I'll be having to take my battery out and let it cool off. All right, here's the look so far. We need to get to the lip, but I really love the cheek color with the eyes. It's really cute. I love it. So let me know what you think so far. Let's go ahead though and choose a lip shade. I ended up deciding on the MAC Dazzle Lips, and it's in the shade, I think, Lightning Bug. No, Chandelier. This is the shade Chandelier, and it's just a very soft pink. Let's go ahead and try that out. You know, I really don't need a lip liner, but because I am who I am, I'm going to put one on, but that's what it looks like without one. You can barely see the shade, honestly. So I don't need a heavy lip line, but just a little bit. All right, I love how it turned out. I love the lip is so understated. I think that the understated lip allows for the eyes to really stand out. So cute. I probably should go ahead and let my battery rest for a moment so that we can come back and start talking about the fragrance of the day. So we'll be right back with Simple Beauty Scented. This is what we're talking about today. YSL Libre. Check out the bottle. Girl, the bottle is everything, okay? The YSL on the bottom and this gold detail at the top with the lid. I mean, come on. The bottle is everything. It's beautiful. It looks upscale. You know what I'm saying? But check out how much I've used. I've owned this probably 4 years, 3 years, somewhere maybe between 3 and 4 years. And I've still got that much left. There's a reason. Let's go ahead and start with the notes. So on the YSL website, it says that the notes are Orange Blossom, Diva Lavender Heart, and Vanilla Bourbon. So that sounds like a dream. I mean, I love all those things. I would think that this would be a fragrance that I would have used up already and then repurchased, you know, but I haven't. And the reason is because, and some people may like this, but this is a very, very bold fragrance. When you spray it, girl, one spray, a half a spray, like don't spray too much. Definitely don't spray twice because it will be loud. You will be, you know, the scent would be overbearing. And to me, when I spray more than one spray of this, the scent changes to me. It's I don't like it. It's a scent that I don't like. So I have to spray either once or like a half a pump if I can. Like, I'm very careful. Like that's, I don't know, that may be too much, girl. I'm dabbing it down because it's a lot. It's very bold. To me, Vanilla 28 is not bold, and it's not necessarily beast mode, but Vanilla 28 to me is not a fragrance that you walk in a room and people are like, oh gosh, what is that? You know, it's everywhere. This one to me, it's just so loud, girl. It's pretty. I like it. I really like the vanilla in it. I can't say that I don't like it because I do. I just don't care for how bold it is. It's just over the top bold to me. But I do smell the orange and the vanilla. I don't know. I guess the lavender must be like, I don't know that I'm picking up lavender, but I smell the orange and I smell the vanilla. It's very pretty. I like it. It's just that I have to be so careful with how I spray it. I have, girl, a lot of fragrance, okay? And I have a lot that I can choose from on my vanity without choosing something that I have to be so careful with. And if I spray too much, I might not like it, and you know, all of that. I don't want to take away from the fragrance again because it is very pretty, but just be careful in my opinion in how you spray it. So I would probably describe this fragrance as sexy, sophisticated, gourmand, something that you would wear out at night. I would never spray this in the daytime hours. You know what I'm saying? If I'm going somewhere, out to dinner, to a show, somewhere nice, somewhere, you know, where I'm dressing up, I'm wearing heels, then I would spray this. This is not a casual fragrance to me. So as it's, you know, drying down, it's nice. I like it. I don't have anything negative to say about the scent necessarily. It's just how bold it is. It's just on another level that I don't really need in my collection, to be honest. Like I said, I've owned it 3-4 years and I've barely put a dent in it, you know. I am the type of person that when I walk in a room, I want people to smell my scent. You know, I don't want you to have to get all up on me just to smell it. When I walk by you, I want you to smell my scent. So I do enjoy a fragrance that projects, but there's just something about how bold this one is that just kind of doesn't sit well with me. But I don't want to discourage you from trying it if you have never smelled it before, because it is very pretty. So my review of this fragrance is probably totally different from any review you'll ever see on YouTube. Everyone loves this. Everyone raves about this fragrance, and for good reason. It's beautiful. If you love gourmand fragrances, I would love for you to try this and let me know what you think. I would especially love to know what you think about it if you go, say, in a, you know, Sephora or Ulta, spray it twice on your wrist and then walk around the store or leave whatever you're going to do, and let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. I would love to know if you love it after spraying 2 sprays of this fragrance and then letting it sit on your skin. I would love to know, because that to me is just way too much. 2 sprays. But if you are, you know, already familiar with this fragrance, I would also love to know what you think about my take on it, because like I said, I know no one else is saying these things about this fragrance, but you know, I would just love to know what you think. I hope you all enjoyed the look today. I hope you enjoyed the eyeshadow look today. I hope that you can see, if you're new to makeup, that it's nothing to be intimidated about. You can watch any video on my channel, Simple Easy Beauty, that comes out looking gorgeous, but girl, didn't do a lot. Didn't sculpt the nose and all the things, you know, but did it simply, and still it's absolutely gorgeous. So I'm here to let you know that it does not have to be complicated. So thank you all again so much for being here today. I really do appreciate it. Before you go, please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Also, I would really love it if you would share my video with any beauty lover that you know, anyone in your life that loves beauty like we do. It would be so great if you would go ahead and share my video. I cannot wait to see you on my next video. But until then, friend, please be safe and always be blessed. Bye-bye.